Hi everyone and welcome back to another video and another meeting with Tanya, which I hope you've already seen during my Europe Day Taiwan Stands with Ukraine video. I noticed down in the comments that a lot of people were very curious to know more about you and to know why you ended up here in Taiwan to begin with. And for those of you who have not yet seen the video I made previously with Tanya and Taiwan Stands with Ukraine, please do go and watch it. You will have the link down in the description. But for those of you who might have missed this, who are you and what are you doing here in Taiwan?
I'm a model, but I'm long-term already model, around 13 years, I think.
You've been a model for 13 years?
Yes.
Were you a model in Ukraine? How do you start just becoming a model?
It's a long story. Actually, my grandma sent me to model school in Ukraine because she wanted me to be more confident and this kind of stuff. And she sent me to model school, but no one even guessed that I'm gonna be model one day. Later, when they send my picture to international agencies, many agencies start to be interesting. When I'm 13, I fly to China.
When you're 13?
Yes.
Alone or like with your grandma or?
Alone.
Alone when you're 13?
Yeah.
What? That doesn't even sound legal. Like, are you allowed to even work when you're like 13? I'm getting more and more questions right now. So how was that then? To go to China as like 13-year-old alone?
Interesting. I was so excited. You know, now I'm worrying more about like little things, but that time I'm like, I'm going to China. It's gonna be my first flight. I even don't go like many countries in Europe. I just been in Poland. Poland 20 minutes from my home, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And the second country, it's China, which is like so far.
So your first flight ever was
to Shanghai.
To Shanghai to work alone at the age of 13.
Yes.
So how long were you in China then?
We always travel. We travel like 2 months there, 2 months there, different countries. Maybe in total it was around 5 years.
Wow, that's crazy. Like, I don't want to brag or anything, but I also have some commercial background acting jobs here in Taiwan.
Yo, chicken! Yeah, chicken!
And it's not as easy as I think like general people assumes that it is.
Yeah, many people think it's like, oh, she just like look pretty, smile, and then like picture.
So okay, so after then 5 years in China, how do you end up like here in Taiwan?
I got another contract. I think before Taiwan, I got contract in Korea, Japan also, and my next contract was to Taiwan, and then I again fly another countries, but in the end, I come back.
Okay, so how long have you been in Taiwan now?
Around 5-6 years. I definitely can say Taiwan is my second home. In China, there is much more busier and I don't have more personal life like in Taiwan. Taiwan, like I have a lot of jobs, but I can have a life and I can have a work. In China, I'm just like work.
Okay.
So I think it is the big difference.
What is it that makes you feel like home here in Taiwan?
I think first that Taiwan people and Ukrainian people, they like to follow traditional. Like when you have here some celebrates, people always follow traditional, right? Get together with family, and Ukraine, it's same. We like to follow traditional. I don't know, just people here, it's more lighter than in other part of Asia.
It's like easier?
Yes, maybe because I'm Ukrainian, I feel like that. Because we more like open. If we feel sad, you definitely gonna see in our face like we are sad. Nobody gonna like smile and in your face if they sad. And in Taiwan, I feel people more like this too. Like they express their feelings. I like really Taiwan because they wanna be like polite all the time. In Ukraine, I feel the similar thing. Yeah.
I would assume, like especially like being like a model, you would be hired like as a foreigner. How well like integrated do you feel like in the Taiwan society? Do you still feel like, you know, a foreigner, and does it feel like it's your first week here in Taiwan? Or how Taiwanese are you?
I feel I'm Taiwanese.
Yeah?
To be honest, yeah. Even I arrive back to Ukraine, I feel more that I'm like Taiwanese, not Ukrainian.
Oh, really?
For me, food is important. I need to eat in like lunch and dinner. Taiwan people the same, right? But in Ukraine, no people really care. If they don't have lunch, they can have at 3 p.m. But I need my lunch at 1 p.m.
And if you also want to try out the modeling life, at least when it comes to the traveling part, and at least when it comes to the online traveling part, then maybe you should check out the sponsor of today's video, NordVPN. As you should know by now, a VPN is a private network, which first of all adds another layer of protection to your internet connection, but it also makes it possible for you to change the connection from where you are connecting to the internet from. And by using NordVPN, you can literally select pretty much any country from the entire world, and then your internet connection can travel from country to country, so you can enjoy all kinds of different content online, which may be restricted to a certain region. And if you actually have planned some off-line traveling this summer, rest assured that the built-in threat protection will of course also protect your internet connection, even if you are not currently using the VPN changing location function. And speaking about just one click of a button, if you do click the link down in the description, you can now take advantage of their massive discount with an extra month included as well. But for now, I think it's time for us to get back to the video and then see how Tanya actually is able to combine her love for Taiwan and the Taiwanese food with her job as a model. But a lot of people also say that, you know, Taiwanese food, especially like street food and snacks and night market, is like, it's just oily, everything is like fried. How does that work as a model?
For me, I'm lucky because my genetic. I can eat everything and never get fat.
Damn it. There's not even a chance for me to change my genetics. Okay.
Also, I really like to be active. I'm doing gym almost every day. I just like it. It's my habit.
No one likes going to the gym.
I love it.
So how does it look like when you're not like working as a model, or when you're not in the gym, which you apparently are every single day? What else do you like to do here in Taiwan?
I think I travel a lot. I've been almost everywhere I can be in Taiwan. What else? Restaurants, coffee shops.
Let's assume someone from Ukraine is asking, never been to Taiwan before. How would you describe how it feels to live in Taiwan?
Comfortable and peaceful.
Has it always been like comfortable and peaceful, or were there any like challenges when you first came here?
It's not always was that comfortable and easy. I think first my trip when I arrived to Taiwan, I was a bit sad because everything looked old. It's totally different from, you know, like another cities I ever been. I didn't understand this, that home like outside looks so old, but when you go inside, it's really, you know, like really nice and can be cozy. For me, it was a surprise because in Ukraine, like if home look old, inside it's mean also.
Okay, yeah. I think that was also like one of the first things, you know, especially like during the cab ride from Taoyuan airport and then like into Taipei in my case, you just see like the same old type of apartment buildings.
Yeah, and you think country it's not poor, right? Country, you know that country it's not poor, but it looks so like... First apartment in Taipei, it was with those cages, like every morning you wake up, it's like, hey, prison. But yeah, now I understand there is some beauty about this, you know, when building is old, but inside it's nice.
Yes.
I see a lot of like homes which like perfectly decorated and everything, and doesn't matter how it look outside. All it matter what it's inside.
Did my apartment pass the test?
Oh yeah, yes. It's exactly was that one.
Yes, dirty on the outside, but the inside counts. That's perfect. Last time you were here on this channel, we were talking about Taiwan stands with Ukraine and also the Europe Day, which I hope everyone went to at Huashan Creative Park. But as I understand, you also have another side project yourself.
Yes, we did with another Ukrainian girls project, which is really, I think, cool. It's called Divchata Power. We create this maybe in the first week when war start, and our project is about to make products which remind us about Ukraine, and we selling this, and we send all money to donation to help women and children in Ukraine.
That's amazing. So the name was Divchata?
Divchata Power. Divchata.
It sounds like there's a meaning to this name.
Yeah. Divchata, it's Ukrainian. It's a woman, like women, girls. So we like girls power, but Divchata Power.
So this is all here in Taiwan. How has that response been? Like, how have people been like supportive for Ukraine?
Yes, super supportive. I think we buy like 2 shelters for 2 families. Already.
Really?
Yeah. And our fundraising opened it was 1 month when war started. and another month when 1 year of the war. So it was just 2 months, and for 2 months we feel a lot of support, people buying, and people just want to donate, even don't buy the products. It's really amazing.
Do you still have any products left that people can buy?
Yes, we still have candles because our project already finished, but we still have candles, which I think it's the best product, to be honest. Customize every smell, which remind us about the city. One of them is my city, which I designed by myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which one is the city and what is the smell of the city?
My city, it's Lviv. It's most touristic place in Ukraine, I think, because my city, it's famous about coffee shops, chilling, old streets, you know, this like really Europe vibe. Yeah.
I have to ask then, is it old streets with old apartments as well, or do the apartments look good, both outside and inside?
It's even older apartment than in Taiwan.
How's the inside? The inside is what matters.
But inside it's nice.
Okay. So does the candle smell like coffee
my
too?
Candle definitely smell like coffee. It was my first, like, because I want something what you can put in the kitchen and you can, you know, like when you in the morning, you know, you like smell coffee and stuff. And another, it's oranges. Oranges is because we have a St. Nicholas Day. And that day we exchange gifts, and I don't know why, but even
St. Nicholas is like Santa Claus.
Yes.
Yes. Ukrainian Santa Claus?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
It's
I know my history.
It's not on the Christmas. It's 19 December.
19th of December.
Yeah. Our St. Nicholas Day, it's 19 December.
Are you also like celebrating like New Year's in like middle of January, or is it like December 31st?
After a Russian invasion, no.
Ah.
Now we celebrate Christmas in 25 December, yeah. Every time you go, like, not even my home, but my friend's home, and it smells like oranges. So I think it's good combination when you combine coffee and oranges.
And of course, you will have the links down in the description if you do want to purchase these candles and also support Divchata Power, and of course also support Ukraine. What will these money be used for? A third shelter?
For those women who in the front line, they don't have simple stuff like, you know, maybe underwear.
Okay, so the name is not because you're only women here. It's also like supporting women in Ukraine.
And children.
And children.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much for all the work you're doing, and hopefully again we will be able to also help them supporting Ukrainian women and children by going down in the link down in the description.
Please.
Thank you all so much for watching. My name is Lukas. It starts with L as in like, ends with S as in subscribe. Please do both, and see you all in the next one.